Okay, welcome to today's market review and expectation. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been expecting price from the Monday, that's 5th of February, to Friday, 9th of February. I was expecting price to actually clear these particular highs and then reach out into this particular fair value gap right here. Okay, and then this was my ultimate target, and potentially if price becomes more zealous, we might see or suspecting that price would reach the midpoint of this particular fair value gap, this daily fair value gaps. So that's been my target for the past 2 weeks, and that's for the last week, the previous week, we had this delivery. Okay, we actually hit the fair value gap I was talking about. If you watch the previous two videos, you hit this particular fair value gap, the low end of it, and we had a retracement back into our origin. Okay, and if you watch the previous weeks, just this previous week's video, I was expecting that price would actually reach into our target area where we've been hunting price, or we've been expecting price to reach in. Okay, so let's head straight into the chart. This is just a screenshot. So this is the chart. So also, as I said, we've been expecting price to reach into this particular weekly previous weekly fair value gap. All right, so I would open the weekly chart for us to see something. We did that on Tuesday, and then afterward, price actually had a retracement or retrace down, okay, into the previous weekly fair value gap low end of it, which is denoted by this particular white line right here. Okay, right now let's take a look at the weekly charts. Now this is a weekly chart for the dollar index, and then the dollar index for the weekly chart, you can see that this particular fair value gap, okay, right here, which we were referring to as this side, and then this particular end, okay, sorry, this high right here, and then this high right here, and then this low right here. Okay, so those two levels are what are denoted as previous weekly fair value gap high end, and then this particular side, previous weekly fair value gap low. Okay, so this and then that's, okay, as you can see, this and that's, this and that's. All right, okay, so now if you take a look at this chart on the weekly, you can see that this particular fair value gap has been filled in. Okay, it's been filled right here. Okay, this past week we actually filled in, which hit our targets. Okay, and then for the coming week, my target is still bullish, but then because we filled in this particular fair value gap, I'll be looking at Tuesday's trading, because Monday is a bank holiday. I'll be looking at Tuesday's trading to see what price has to offer. All right, now on Friday we had a bullish candle, but the bullish candle I have on my terminal. If there are some other terminals or other trading platform which might give you a bearish candle, right, which is more of indecisiveness. Okay, so because of this particular candle, I'm just waiting for Tuesday's trading. If we don't get any movement on Monday, I'll look for Tuesday's trading to confirm my bullishness. But I'm still bullish on the dollar, but my confirmation will come on Tuesday, how we trade on Tuesday. Okay, because we've reached in the weekly, we've closed in the weekly fair value gap as I showed. Okay, because we've closed in, price can have a retracement down into this area here. Okay, clearing these particular lows right here. Okay, and then Yeah, so the high end of this side and then the low end of this particular candle. Price can actually drop into it, and you can see we would will continue going much higher. Okay, so let's see how we trade on Tuesday. So I'm expecting something like this. So the first target, if we should get a drop down on Tuesday, okay, my first target will be the high end of this particular fair value, this particular candle, right? That will be my first target. Okay, my first target, and then the second target the will be the low end of this particular candle, okay, which is a daily fair value gap high, right? The high end of it, of that particular fair value gap, okay. But if we take a look at weekly, the weekly, if we should have, if we should see price try to reach out to this particular high again, okay, as we talked about, and then let's go back to daily. If you should see price try to reach out to this high, I'll be expecting this particular high to be the next target. Okay, to be the next target. If you should break this high, this particular high is to be my next target to hunt. All right. So as we said, we don't call the turning point of the market. So just wait for confirmations for our expectation, then we enter. So as we are still expecting bullish prices for the dollar index, we continue to expect bearish prices in the foreign currencies, that's the euro and then the pound. Okay, you expect that they will be dropping, but I wouldn't be going into that. Let's take a look at the seasonal tendency. Okay, take a look at seasonal tendency for the dollar index. For the dollar index, from the end of February entering March, okay, that's the first week of March, you can see that price is expected to go high according to the seasonal tendency. Okay, according to the seasonal tendency. So that's one thing that's actually confirming my bullish stance, as we also don't call the turning point of the market. Okay, now let's take a look at Pipnode. What Pipnode has for us. Okay, so this is Pipnode, all right, and then with the Pipnode, as we're expecting higher prices in the dollar index, this chart is that's a 5-year chart for GU, okay, pound USD. Okay, so we're expecting bearish in euro and other foreign currencies, which includes the pound. All right, so Pipnode also confirms our bearish stance on the foreign currencies. Okay, so let's head back into the charts. All right, so as I said, if you should see price take out that particular if you should see price take out that particular high we talked about, or I talked about this particular high, okay, you should expect these highs, okay, right here, which on the higher time frame is, I think, previous monthly highs. Okay, this high and then that high to be our next target. Okay, so yeah, let's see what the fundamentals or what news releases we are to expect. Okay, yeah, so from Monday 19th to Friday 23rd. Okay, on Monday it's bank holiday for US and it's going to affect the USD. Okay, so Tuesday no news, which is when we expect to decide or confirm our continuous bullishness as we've been expecting over the past few weeks, or the past few 2 weeks. All right, so on Wednesday 7 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes, okay, is in the evening, all right, and then Thursday to we have these prices, these news releases affecting the euro and then pound, okay, and then 1:30 we have the unemployment claims for the USD. Yeah, so on Thursday, then Wednesday, I think there will be so much volatility which we have to be very much aware of. Okay, so let's see what price has to offer us in the coming week, and stay safe.